My name is Brandon Skinner, and my group members are Clint Yardley, Matt Christensen, Chris Palmer, and Carson Byer, and we're Group H, and our presentation is on Heroku. Heroku is a nonsense word comprised of hero and haiku. The founder's reason for a Japanese sounding name is a nod to Yukihiro Matsumoto, the inventor of the Ruby programming language. So hero and haiku together make Heroku. Now, what is Heroku? In plain English, Heroku gives apps a place to live on the internet, much of the way a website host puts your site up on the web and keeps it running using its own servers. Heroku puts an app you've developed on the internet for others to use. With a few clicks, you can deploy your app, thus making it possible for others to find and load into their browsers the same way they'd load a website. Essentially, Heroku is a cloud platform as a service based on a managed container system. That means you do not have to worry about infrastructure. You just focus on your application. Heroku comes with integrated data services and a powerful ecosystem for deploying and running modern apps. The Heroku developer experience is an app-centric approach for software delivery integrated with today's most popular developer tools and workflows. Some common brands are MoviePass, Macy's, Red Robin, Dollar General, and Toyota. They all use Heroku.
Next, let's discuss the experience with Heroku. Heroku focuses on enhancing both the developer experience as well as the operational experience. With the developer experience, Heroku makes the process of deploying, configuring, scaling, tuning, and managing apps as simple and straightforward as possible, so developers can focus on what's most important: building great apps that delight and engage customers. With the operational experience, Heroku lets you focus on what's most important: maintaining application health and providing an optimal experience for your end users. Sit back and let the platform monitor the key indicators of app health, like responsiveness and request failures. It also alerts you proactively so you can find and fix issues before your users do. And it also effortlessly scales to meet increases in demand.
You're probably saying to yourself, there are a million different cloud platforms and they all seem to do the exact same thing. Let's talk about what makes Heroku different than other cloud platforms. Heroku uses what is called add-ons. Let's say you are interested in trying out a new feature on your already existing application, but you don't want to start from scratch. This is where add-ons come into play. Add-ons allow you to experience with new services before making a decision with fully managed cloud services for building, operating, or managing apps. Rather than having to write all of the code to support your new idea, add-ons allow you to use pre-built applications that integrate with your existing one. Some popular add-ons allow you to perform better logging, error handling, searching, and analytics. Next, we have buttons. Buttons are a bundle of source code combined with a tiny set of instructions that allow you to automatically configure and deploy an app. Common uses of buttons are to utilize the APIs of other companies to improve the functionality of your site. For example, let's say you wanted to create a Facebook Messenger chat box on your site. You simply need to add the API.ai one-click integration with webhooks, and with a few small changes, you could have a new feature added to your site. And last, we have build packs. Build packs are a set of easily modifiable scripts that install dependencies and compile your source code so that your app can run on the Heroku platform. Build packs can be easily updated so that your application is running the latest software and are extremely useful when spinning up additional instances, as one build pack can accomplish many tasks. Another differentiator for Heroku is that everything is very low risk. By using add-ons, buttons, and build packs, development becomes much more like a mobile application in the sense that you can download something, try it out, and if you don't like it, you can delete it. This allows developers to experiment different venues with their users until they find the perfect solution for their needs.
Heroku has 6 pricing tiers offering a wide range of services to its customers. The free tier makes it extremely easy and risk-free for a customer to try out the services and identify whether or not Heroku fits their needs. The free tier is ideal for experimenting with Heroku and its integrations using a sandbox-like environment. This level does shut down after 30 minutes of inactivity on the platform, which creates longer load times and does not have its own dedicated resources, making it not suitable for established applications. The hobby tier never sleeps and is better suited for personal projects or hobby applications. The standard 1x and standard 2x tiers offer greater performance and availability and is suitable for most production level applications. The highest tiers, Performance M and Performance L, offers superior performance for your application as the name suggests. It is suitable for super scale, high traffic applications and utilizes between 2.5 and 14 gigabytes of RAM. Heroku offers a long list of integrations. Thorough and simple documentation can be found for using Node.js, Ruby, Java, PHP, Go, Scala, and Clojure on Heroku, allowing you to easily deploy a wide range of applications. For example, if you wanted to deploy a Python Django application on Heroku, step-by-step instructions can be found on the Heroku website. Extensive add-ons are also available virtually at the click of a button. You can provision a large number of data stores, including anything from Redis to MongoDB and Postgres to MySQL, all with simple, clear-cut documentation.
Now let's talk about career opportunities since we're all looking for jobs. Heroku is actually owned by Salesforce, so you'll have to visit Salesforce's career page if you're wanting a job with Heroku. As you can expect from a cloud provider, Heroku has various job opportunities for IS graduates. We chose to highlight 4 of the countless job opportunities. Heroku has a variety of engineering positions such as solution engineer, data engineer, and service reliability engineer. They also have solution architect positions where you would work directly with customers that are using Heroku. If you are interested in a career with Heroku, check out their career page and reach out to a recruiter. Remember, nothing is out of our reach.
Alright, so now we want to give you guys a quick demo on Heroku. So for that, I'm going to exit the presentation and slide over to my text editor. So I've written up a little tutorial here. So the basic setup is you'll have a text editor and you'll need to have an application. And so for this, in this case, I have a Node application here that will just display a web page. And so first step, if you want to build a little application, is to install the Heroku command line interface. And so you can just download that, just Google it, and they'll have the list of instructions for Windows, Mac. I downloaded for Mac, obviously. And next is you need to log into Heroku via the CLI. So to do so, you type in the commands. You can see right here my terminal. You'll type in the command Heroku login, and that will connect to the site. You'll give them your email. I can't type. And I am now logged into Heroku. I guess I should also note that you would need to make an account in order to log in. I think that's pretty self-explanatory though. So next is I need to create an application locally. Now I already have my application, but it's very important to make sure that you test that application locally. And to do so, the CLI has a pretty cool command called Heroku local. And what that will do is that will scan the directory for the files needed to start your application. And because this is Node, it will essentially run the npm start command. Okay, now you can see that my Node app is running on port 5000, and Heroku also gives you a debugger, which is super nice if something goes wrong in your application. So we'll go ahead and go to localhost. You can see my app here, and I have a little cool drop-down thing that doesn't do anything, and my user doesn't point to anything. But this is a basic application running locally. Now I can go ahead and Control-C out of that, kill that local web server, and we'll deploy the application via the command line interface. So to do so, you would do the command Heroku create. Now I already have the application created on Heroku for this tutorial, so I don't want to I don't want to create it again, but when you run this command, it will go ahead and give you a URL. And then after that command, you'll do git push Heroku master, and that will push everything up to the cloud platform. And so we'll go ahead and go, and you can see it gave me a URL of Pure Forest 67827. And that would be the URL. So if I went to this .herokuapp.com, you can see that my app is live, and they give me HTTPS, which is super nice because we all want to be secure, right? So let's go through something real quick on what happens if I want to make a change. So to add changes to the project, so let's say I'm going to add this node package. So we'll just copy that command. Let that install. So that installs cool ASCII faces, and so you guys will see what that does here in a second. So that, put that into my package.json. Yep, you can see it right there. Now I'll make the changes to the index file, and what I'll do here is just comment that out, make sure I have the ASCII faces package here up, and then I will send that to the HTML. So from there, I just add that, and we'll go ahead and test that locally, make sure that works. The Heroku local commands, we'll go to localhost 5000. Awesome. And I have cool ASCII faces. Every time I reload, it's a different face. It's kind of cool. So now we need to push those changes to the cloud platform, so that way it's live. And to do so, you just do the basic git command. So I'll do git add, and we'll just add all those files. Then we'll do git commit. Open up a Vim here. I was taught this is the best way to do it, just so you can see what you're modifying as opposed to doing the git commit -m. So I'll just say added the cool ASCII faces to the landing page. Escape, shift right quit. Good, those changes are added. So now I need to push those up to Heroku, and what I'll do is I'll do git push Heroku master. And that'll run. Build all the dependencies I need up in the Heroku app that's in the cloud. And you can see, look, there's the application. If I go ahead and click that. Cool ASCII faces. How cool is that? Every time I reload, there's a new one. I didn't even know most of those existed. Never seen them before. So one cool way to open your page from the command line is you can also do Heroku open. And what that'll do is just find your application and open it into your web browser. So another cool thing we can do with our app, or with our kind of Heroku little server that's running on the Heroku site, is we can open a bash prompt or a node prompt if you need to make some configuration changes. So for example, I just need to run a bash command. I'll do Heroku run bash, and what that will do is log me into the little server there, and now I'm in bash. You can see there's all my files, and that's pretty cool, right? Just exit that. Then if I need to run Heroku run node, it'll also connect me to that server. And now I'm running node. Let's see if that works. Nope, that didn't work. Try console.log. Hello. Alright. Just exit that. Exit. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Control C. There it is. Alright, and there's a couple other cool features we can add. I mean, we can go into our application and we can install add-ons, we can add a database. There's just tons of different things we can do here. And one important thing to note is that Heroku wants you to verify your account before you add in these add-ins, and by verifying your account, they want you to give them a credit card so that basically they can charge you for all the resources that you consume. They don't want you getting free database. They don't want you taking free space. And so this is our little demo here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to browse their site. They have a cool they have really awesome documentation. Everything you'd ever need to know about the command line interface, about the add-ons here, the database, just anything you'd ever want to know. There's tons of tutorials out there. This Node 1 was actually part of a tutorial that I ran, and it's just been super helpful as a developer.